Have you ever wondered why the more available you are, the less respected you feel? Why answering every message, saying yes to every request, being the nice one, slowly turns you into someone people overlook? Stay until the end of this story, because the final realization docenti just change how others treat you. It changes how you see yourself. There was once a man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't weak. He wasn't insecure. He was simply kind. He believed being available meant being valuable. If someone needed help, he showed up. If someone called, he answered. If someone asked for a time, he gave it, even when he had none left for himself. Daniel thought this was how respect was earned. At first, it felt good. People smiled when they saw him. They called him dependable. They said, "We can always count on Daniel." But slowly, something shifted. The calls increased. The appreciation decreased. People began interrupting him, showing up late, canceling plans at the last minute, asking for favors without hesitation, and offering nothing in return. Daniel started feeling something he couldn't explain. Invisible. Have you ever felt that way? Always present, but rarely considered. One night, Daniel canceled yet another personal plan to help someone else. He sat alone afterward, staring at his phone. No messages. No thank you. No acknowledgement. And that's when the question surfaced, quietly, painfully. Why do I give so much and still feel so small? That question followed him for days, until one afternoon, Daniel met an older man in a quiet cafe. The man wasn't loud. He wasn't impressive, but people listened when he spoke. Daniel shared everything, how he was always available, how people took him for granted, how the respect disappeared the more he tried to earn it. The old man listened patiently. Then he asked a simple question. "Do you know why rare things are valuable?" Daniel shook his head. "Because they have limits," the man said. He paused. When something is always available, the mind stops respecting it. Not out of cruelty, but out of habit. Daniel frowned. The man continued. "Think about your time. If it has no boundaries, why would anyone treat it carefully?" That night, Daniel didn't sleep much. He replayed every moment, every rushed reply, every time he abandoned himself to please someone else. And slowly, he saw the pattern. He wasn't being respected because he wasn't respecting his own time. So Daniel decided to try something uncomfortable. He didn't announce it. He didn't explain himself. He simply stopped being instantly available. Messages waited. Calls went unanswered. Requests were met with, "I can't today." At first, guilt hit hard. His mind whispered, "You're selfish. They'll stop liking you. You'll lose people." But something unexpected happened. Nothing collapsed. The world didn't end. Instead, people started asking instead of assuming. They listened when Daniel spoke. They respected his schedule because it finally existed. And hear us, the truth most people never hear. Respect docenti come from giving more. It comes from valuing yourself enough to say no. When you're always accessible, people assume your time is cheap. When you protect it, your presence gains weight. Let me ask you something honestly. Do people respect you, or do they simply expect you? Because self-worth is quiet. It doesn't beg. It doesn't explain. It shows itself in what you protect and what you no longer sacrifice. Daniel didn't become colder. He became clearer, and clarity changed everything. If this story feels personal, that's not an accident. Comment below. Have you ever felt taken for granted? Like the video if this spoke to something you've never said out loud. Subscribe for more stories that reshape how people treat you without confrontation. And remember, being kind doesn't require being constantly available. Sometimes the strongest form of respect is choosing when not to answer. Let that sit with you.